Okay, guys. So, Susie Sean, make me sick. It was a rare type of meningitis. No, tuberculosis. No, it's a whooping cough that the fucking the ducks, fowls, and geese get. Stupid bitch, Don Misi, fucking suck a dick. If it's a dry, stale piece of shit on the street. She took like 8 gonzos, put them underneath her arms, and then squeezed them and sucked in the air by quacking in reverse. She thought it'd make her superhuman. And so if you're looking for that picture or video, it's online, available to Knox or anybody in Knox. Because, especially the 18th Street branches, because like Congress and fucking Senate, you can all suck my dick. I mean, Congress is street, literally, motherfucker, street. Congress, you can suck my cock. And Michelle O'Day, what's that bitch from I'm not quite worthy for the Oscar just because I was on Friends. I am not J-Lo's left tit or ass tat. So stop acting like I'm pretty, Susie. Susie. Yeah, she's a Susie Q short of a fucking Mac-up break. What's that gay ass movie with John Voight that took place on Cermak Alback Albuni on what is it on 18th and Cermak, the Skylark? Yeah, John Voight was cool. Vince Vaughn, that's right. And this bitch, and it was real stupid. You know why? Because she's never touched the dick with her mouth. She's obviously gay, man. What does she do for saliva? Does she spit in the air and swallow with her forehead? That's a joke about bitches and crocodile tears. That's a real old one, man. It's because I've been around, David Schwimmer is cool, and not because his name is Schwimmer, like I swim. No, like Murdoch. No, like Swedish, Denmark, Nords, fucking Birkenstock. Yeah. His last name is Schwimmer, like Birkenstock. She just realized this after 20 years, after the show ended, that he's got money, he's still producing movies, and he makes his own. And I liked his comedy endeavor. Saw it in Chicago. He tried, yeah, where he was the main envy in the plot. A very good looking man, funny and smart. Because he also idolized John Kennedy Jr. Kennedy's son. You remember George? Yeah. He hasn't spoken to him in years, but he swears he's still alive. Because how could somebody that nice die on an airplane? Like so many people often do. He would meticulously check the engine? Yeah. Every time before liftoff, he would check the engine. His friend would check the engine. And David swore he checked the engine. What happened is when you bring respectability back to the printed media, let's say Ala Wired or Maximum PC, because I adore Maximum PC, and fuck you all if you don't make MAKE, the Founders Magazine for kids and adults who like to tinker and toy with electronics, able to continue their product, because it's a very colossal matracy. It's matracy because like Sumatra, you see sometimes you people you go to college and you learn, oh yeah, holy shit, that guy's smart. But you forget other people read and they know shit. And I'm not trying to become devil's advocate or devoice senagat. It's a French term for an asshole that sits up there, tells you I'm wearing stuff that I found that was cheap and better than yours, and it is. That's calaces or unworthy of being noted. At least in me, I don't wear shit to impress you. I wear shit to show you that you can be poor, you can be right, and you can be smarter and better than anybody, even if they're willing to try to kill you or hurt you because you're good. Today I saw 3 people, mostly 9, 12, 13, 18, 30 people on the street in bikes and cars that I knew, and none of them fucking stopped to say hi or hello or anything. And they knew it was me. You know why? Because they found out my jacket. Because I deep tied it and sun wound it and wonged it. Three Lincoln maneuvers for material appeasal, like making materials better. That's pretty fucking hard. Well, the hardest was a jacket that I threw out, and somebody found it, and he has it, and it's better on him. No, he knows to return it because I didn't throw it out. Somebody tossed it in the shower again. It was a jacket that I spent 80 hours on, working with deep tissue tying, resounding constructed materials, old waxes, old mortar paste, old solvents. Instead of being a solvent that's basically acidic with a little compound acid that's sodium based. like a base? No, these are salivants. They were expensive to make, produce, and remount. Dangerous for me, yeah. Especially that I'm blind and I have no real measuring capability other than I pronounced Abu seizure, Abu non. People, when I give you class, when I go to the museum, when I did anything with you, it was always multi-tiered. I was reading, I was writing, I was noticing, I was connoting, noting, abusing, abining, subloning, and sabanking, sabakanging. The last one's gonna sound stupid, but man, look it up. You cannot rely on dictionaries that are free all your life to understand that there's a word called feasible and fungible, fungapatable. It means that everything you've done could seem right and okay, but in alas or milieu, in between it all, what you did was lie and try to cavort, pervert, and strep. Shinbag. Like shebang? Shinbag. Make somebody sick or fucking unplausible for singing, noting, writing, and subduing. Yeah, enchanting. Helping to bring love and life to his life. Why? Because a friend was recently in Mexico, the EFA district. Because she came from Mexico to EFA after 3 years of studying there, just to relax back in Pilsen. No, she's not from Pilsen. She came with a lap-hearted intent or justice of finally seeing me after 20 years of trying to find me and see me. She was a girl that was accustomed to seeing me first in grammar school, secondly at high school, and thirdly in college. She saw me almost all her life, so she kind of regretted or sort of took it for granted that I was always going to be there. She hasn't seen me in 8 years. And so now she's crying? Yeah. Because she saw me and all she really wanted to do was sing. And I always sing. But these fuckers have kept me sick the whole fucking winter. Not because I'm sick, but they always come up and try to talk to me. This last one was this Chuck Failure motherfucker that says he's in fashion. I met him at a bar. And I don't fucking give a shit, man. He's got no fashion anything. He works for an accounting as a bounty plus. It's like a stupid attorney's advisor, a secretary, a real dumb fucking gopher that sits there and he makes $80 a day. Yeah, but all he does is sit there and then sometimes they give him jackets or shit that's good and tell him, hey, motherfucker, you're stupid in the head. All you do is sit here. You could be doing work and you could be getting more. It's like the Klondike, yeah. The more work you put into it, the better you do. So what happens? He's fucking sitting there thinking, oh yeah, Chuck Levy. Chuck Levy's in fucking jail. 8 years ago, he went to jail. I hear a Chuck. He was a friend, not anymore. As far as I know, from what I heard, this is second hand, third hand, and 88th, 998 hand. I mean, Infinity Plus. I've heard through channels that this motherfucker, this son of a bitch, and I always assume it's Chuck Levy. Because he looked like my grandpa and fucking Homer Simpson. And nobody ever noticed that except me and my dad, who said, what the fuck, did my dad tan himself black? Not in a bad way, because Chuck always pretended, man. But I gotta tell you one thing. What happened is, as far as I know, he went to jail. You know why? Because he was trying to seduce women with a gaze called Medusa eye. And basically, his eye was fucking cracked, gray, and black. His real eye color, he worked at the museum for 10 years that I knew him. Science and industry. For 10 years, he wore contacts. His real eyes are green, no yellow, orange. One of the rarest eye colors in the world. He could have gotten studied? No. These motherfuckers like to have orange eyes. You know why? Because at night they can see a little bit better? No, they can't see shit at night. So they have to wear contacts to make them able to see at night? Yeah, real stupid shit. They're expensive? No. With ultraviolet light, ultraviolet lenses that make the orange into black, he can see as good as a cat? No, man. As good as a rat? No. As good as a cockroach? That ain't very good, man. For no fucking affable plus, he fucking, it's like 8%, 13, 12, he was a little bit better, 12.83%. Look at that. And he knew the math. That's why he hated me. Because I have pretty good night vision. I shouldn't be able to see shit at night. Especially now that they made me fucking blind. And thank you. Screw you with switch apparatus, the board. I'm nothing. So what happens is, a point he went to jail. A friend, somebody named Scott. No, Charles. I'm sorry, Carmina. A Carmina. I know like 8 Carminas. I swear to God. And all of them start with a big ass and no fucking way to talk, except for one, the one I love, Carmina Fernandez. I know she can't like me or understand me, but I do the shit how I want it. Eventually, it works out. And what it seems like is that I'm making fun of people. No, man, I'm showing them that they're in ultimate idiots. like ultimate idiots? No, they're inultimate idiots. What means they strove or are tired? They dress themselves to be fucking retarded stupid, but what they got is being retarded dumb. So what happens is Chuck Levy goes to jail because, hey, down Rainbow Beach, right in front of the museum, basically at the end of the highway, where you can make a turn on or off the expressway ramp, right along the lawn, right by the hut where the fucking policemen pretend to be fucking lifeguards in the summer, so they can get a little time off and get paid policeman hours and still make a little money on fucking being lifeguards. Pretend motherfuckers, man. What happens is this fucker saw a police officer with long pants and it's summer and it's kind of hot. It's 80, 83, 84, 88. He thinks he's super strong, so he walks on his right. They're both going toward the north. He walks on his right. He walks on his left. He skins behind. The cop is like looking behind him. What the fuck's your problem, asshole? Just walking my beat. And he said, "Oh yeah, you're walking your beat. You're walking your beat." Like a white Irish woman. "Oh yeah, you walking your beat." like sick or drunk on Mardi Gras or fucking Bud Billiken Day Parade. "You're walking your beat." Like in St. Patrick's Day. He says the police officer says, "Yeah, what the fuck about it?" And then Andy Kaufman, Chuck Jr., he says, "Hey man, you know I'm a cop too? I know, motherfucker. I don't like you though, so get the fuck away from me," because he is. "Oh, what's up with you? What's eating you, mildly grape?" He wanted to say mild grape, like immoderate temper, like moderate temperature, temperasheen. These are words. No, he says no. Mildly temper. This is 8 years ago. This motherfucker. No Miley Cyrus? Well, look at her face now. So what happened? Yeah, some diseases that like souffles, they get really small, then they get really big, and then eventually they just explode. Like souffles could explode. Yeah, he knew a fucking mighty whore. And what happens is the stupid fuck is still circling the cop because he's a cop and he's a cop. And he says, "Motherfucker, I've been on the beat. I'm just here after meeting a friend from a parade or whatever. This is what I heard." And he said, I'm not. I don't usually wear my garb, but it's nice, right? What's wrong with this attire? It's perfect. It's like for a parade or show. If you don't know, he went to go see a friend. And he said, "Hey, we're all coming in uniform because they're all professional, urban people. They're all professionals in the workplace, and it has to do. They all have jobs for the city. And so one was a firefighter, one was a debomber. One was a bomb securist. I can't say for sure. I can't say the real job he does. He disarms bombs. Another one was a doctor. Another one was a lawyer. Another one was a streets and sanitation master. One of the highest positions you can have in streets and sanitation. Another one was a pressman with the Coolidge administration and with the Adbur Wright Burroughs militia committee. It was like spud turkles because everybody liked them. So they instead of studs they call them spuds. Like Spuds McKenzie? No, but a spud just meant you're fast and you're really agile and you're in motion. You never relax. You're always working. Another guy was a stoner and he went to college and he became I'm serious. He became a billionaire, and he wasn't the richest. These are all really successful guys. Like this officer, he's got jobs and he's got he still does security. He still he runs brothels. He says no. He runs a few strip clubs. He still does security work. He stays busy. It's not assume for kids. No, for donations for charity. No, it's just to feed his own fucking bank account. He's like 60. He looks like 80, and he's wondering what the fuck is my problem. I haven't done anything but make money. He's wealthier than this guy, billionaire. No, but they're all pretty wealthy. Yeah, the stoner was the billionaire, and he assumed he told him, hey, was what's his name there? Josh? He said, the cop said, no, he wasn't there. And Chuck said, you know what? I think you're bullshitting. I think that's Arturo. And the cop said, oh yeah, why? Because Arturo talking about me. Because he was always funny like me. He made fun of shit I never got, and now I get it. It's all fucking hilarious up the ass, right? So is Chuck Levy in jail? Earnestly? Or this is legal? This is what we're finding out. What happened is the cop said, turned and said, "Hey, motherfucker," without stopping, almost stomping more though. Picked up his pace. He turned and looked and said, "Well, Chuck Levy, you know what you're doing? Really at my friggin' nerves." Oh yeah? So he looked at his butt, at the cop's butt, and this is totally contradictory to keeping a good story. But he looked at the cop's butt, and the cop pretends to be a doctor. And so what happens is Chuck says, "You know what? You know why I think that the billionaire is Armas Armois? Because he was always the nicest, he was always the cleanest, and he was always the coolest. You know why? He never missed a day of work. He never gave a shit. He was always there doing his job, and he never stopped. You know why that is? Because one day his dad came with something that came for him in the mail, and then he never gave it to him. He gave it to stupid ass fucking John. You know what it was? A Winchester Rolex. You know why that is? Because my uncle has one. You know why that is? Because I have uncles like that. Now, the reason a John that's stupid as fucking non-green, having no money, looks like a Chewy son of a Concha, that's cause I think I'm related to him, or at least to his grandfather, Chuck says. Because I remember going to Mexico once, and my uncle and dad were real angry and real sad and real stupid pissy. Cause my grandpa, or I mean my grandpa, no, my uncle, wouldn't take any money. Why is that? Because these motherfuckers wanted to stay poor. And both my uncles pretended they were filming movies all around, and they kept grabbing their necks like Bart and Homer. And I've been traumatized ever since. And they both started crying and fighting. And I think the gentleman who scarred me because I looked like him, he grabbed for a knife and tried to strike somebody. And what happens is, this gets really stern. Now, what's going on is the cop's still walking, looking back, all aggressive and mean. And Chuck says, "Don't try this shit with me, because you know who's around me and behind me. I walk here because I have to, but man, right now I'm doing this for you as a service. Publicly, sir." He taps his chest on top of his heart and says, "You are my dilemma." What was my dad pretending to be filming? Well, I can't remember my last name. And why has he failed to access any of his bank accounts? In 18 fucking years. The same thing with my uncle. You know why? Because my dad had real small toes, and none of the toes are the same. He had those really long bones to the end of the toes, and they're real short now. So I'm thinking either he opened up his cavities to the toes. I know doctors too. I know a few billionaires. I swear, I guess, because they're still here. So by now this seems very stupid and very bad. Either way, but we don't know. Because what happened is, in the policeman's tight garb, fine-fitting attire, all shiny and pleathery because it's nylon, he starts seeing a little fucking dove skimming out. And the guy's asshole. Is this cop wearing high trouser panties with a mock tail? Like one of those little alfresco paintings? The original ones were alfresco paintings of devils and angels as babies. And the little devils always have little pigtails, and they're red and they always jet out. This looked like he was trying to spit out a big old piece of lardy shit, a big old log of shit, and it had a little twiny tail, like a little porky, like a little pig, like Babe. So what happens is Chuck says, "Hey, you still keep looking and walking. Where are you going? Are you in a hurry? Are you in a hurry?" This was 8 years ago. This would have been 15? This was about 2007. And so what happens is, the guy says, "Wouldn't you the fuck to?" And then Chuck just runs up and behind him, he grabs the neck because he's a cop too. Now you don't know what he grabs the neck supposedly with the right hand, the left hand, and sticks his hand up the ass and pulls out everything he finds. He had a plastic glove. It was behind his back. No, it was on there, but it was such a clean plastic glove. It looked like human skin. Except Chuck's hand was human tissue. He was white. His right hand was white, and the guy never noticed. He didn't even care. because he assumed that Chuck was coming from some kind of ceremony, like a funeral. Okay, here we go. This is scary. As far as you know, this is fiction. What turns out is Chuck has the cop that was hustling and rushing for meeting friends in political attire that usually you only wore for ceremonies, holding the guy's neck with his left hand, and with the right hand, he sticks it up his tomato. He sticks it up the tomato hole. You know, like ketchup and poo, and yeah. Sometimes these guys are real bromide addicts, and at work they take big old juicy red Tide showers. I don't know why cops do that. I can tell you, but it's kind of illegal. So this guy's notorious for always taking really dark brown, yellow, orange, and red Scooty shits at work. Now what happens is, see, we're going too far and too fast. I could have told it as a joke and it'd be funnier. Here it goes. If I never see you again, your mother can suck my dick. And then Charlie Chuck says, hey, if my mother sucked your dick, I would have been your father. The other guy says, if I was your father, I would have been your aunt, motherfucker. Then CR Charlie says, hey, if you were my father, I was your dad too. Fucking A, bend over, let me do myself, son. What's up, yo? The other guy says, I've always been here, you never changed. They start making out, kissing, and fucking sucking each other's tongues, because they gay, both of them. That's why some cops always take red shits at work, because some of them are fucking gay. And some of these old stations, they have bathrooms that are so far out of the way, nobody goes in there, and they know if you go in there, you better know somebody, you better be there for business. Because some of these cops started on the north side, they slowly start creeping and spreading. And there's even been rumors in Chicago that some cops that are gay try to assassinate other cops at these far ass stations in the bathrooms. And even yet so, they assume, or they've squired or scurvied. They've rumored that sometimes they change people out because every so often they check IDs. They check fingerprints, and some cops just start yelling and screaming and rah! And they run out, and they have to chase them. Yeah, they have to do them there. No, they run out and they never catch them. And then they come back, and no, sometimes they never come back. I've heard. I don't know why that is. You know why that is? Cause man, look at your face in the mirror. How hard is it for somebody to find somebody that looks like you? When there's about in Chicago, there's about 200 million people. 280, 270, 230, 200, about 280. The census will say 220, about 180, 220. There's a lot of people in Chicago. 200 million. Of that percentage of people, of that number, it's a high scale percentage. What happens is, one in every person, there's about 8,300, 8,000 of you, of people that they're going to figure your particular scheme, your particular body type in Chicago. Your gender and your face type. Humans are not that different. It's the only perfuncancy, or the only acuity, like in religion and law, and even banking. The only difference between some people and others is that sometimes people with white hair have yellow hair. That's a joke. The point is that even if it's not 8,000, let's say it's 800. In about 200 million people, you're gonna find 800 people that are like you. How many drug addicts are there in Chicago? By the last study, called an immaculate sieve, an immaculate scabbard, and an immaculate sword put into a scabbard to try to stop it, conducted in 88, 93, 98, about 1998, they assumed that the consumption of drugs was worthy of, or the estimation, estimacable number was around 8 million people. So one in 4 people is a drug addict. Do you hear that? Is that right? Let me see. 8 million people. Oh no, I'm sorry. To me, sometimes that seems more likely, because you forget sometimes. There's a point I won't touch on because I'll get in trouble. But the point is that yeah, I messed up the math, but that's because sometimes people lie to you. Like, I know I've quoted this thesis statement and IID number, and people, it's a plural. 1 in 3 people in their lifetime will be raped. It's not 1 in 3 women. 1 in 3 people in their lifetime, even men. Out of every 100 people, out of every murder, let's see, let's look for another one. Out of every 80 people in the United States, one in their lifetime will be able to be found serially murdered. 1 in 80 people in the United States in their lifetime will be serially murdered. That's about in a lifeline about 80 years. So there's that many serial murders. 1 in 300 people will be found abducted in their lifetime. 1 in 300. So 300 people in a viable lifetime of 80 years, 1 in 300 will be abducted. Let's see another one that's horrible, like the rape statement. One in 30 people is given some kind of food poisoning or poison in their life. 1 in 3, 1 in 8, 1 in 2, 1 in 3 people. No, 1 in 30 people, but it's more like 1 in 3 people in their life will be poisoned, either by food or through consumption, through some kind of poison that somebody wanted to give them. Male and female, 1 in 800 people will be given drugs through beverage, through aerosol, or through food, physical matter. 1 in 80 people, 1 in 800 people in a lifetime that will happen to women in recent years. This last year, it was cited or noted that about 300 people per every, no, that's not say area code, no, it was attired, or it was given that 1 in 2 women, and I can't even say that one because that's a bad one. See, this is real touchy. You trust people, but there are a lot of people that don't never get caught for knocking people out at bars, or taking them to homes and giving them drinks or food or whatever else. They don't even sit in chairs, and they get they pass out. It happens a lot more than you think. And so this is the number. Okay, I won't stop because sometimes that cues or that queases or that slows down your frame of thought. So what happens is, remember, we still got Chuck with his left hand over the guy's throat, his right hand reaching for a scabbard full of ass drug, ass tissue, and they're both known to be lovers. This was a sting or a scam, yeah. But like two fucking Nobel Prize winning author and fucking actors, Oscar worthy note like Meryl Streep, 88 Oscars, they just went through it, you know. So here we go. What happens in 100 cases? About 3 women last year. In every 100 cases, 3 women last year. For every 100 women, 3 were giving a drug to make them pass out. They woke up and they didn't know what happened to them. Yeah, but what really happens is your mind filters in and buzzes out. So the number is really more like 1 in 8, 1 in 13. For every 100 women, 1 in 8 people. Get this right. I'm trying to say this right because this needs respect. I don't usually stutter. It's because I'm really sick. Of every 100, 8 women in every 100 were giving some kind of drug, in either bath acid, water, or in piping. Do you understand what that means? This is an actual CDC number. This isn't given out, and if it's wrong, I'm sorry. But as far as I heard or read, just kind of on the run, that's what it means. It means that people are getting really malicious, really stale, moldy, and old, and all they want is really sex. It's not even sex sometimes. It's just the power of being able to knock you out and see you live and go through it. What happens in times like this when it's maligned? Yeah, revelation. Remember at the end of Quizas or time or Node or Modus or Amadasi or Ramadan, like Ramadan. The book of Knox was cool because the coolest thing was that there was a guy that was alive, Jesus Christ, and he was acting a lot like John Constantine. Quiznos, Quasas, Asani, like the forename or the foreground or the basis for assassin, Asani, like Dasani. Yeah, my mom used to drink Asani, look at me and keep drinking. A lot of gay cultures, they don't talk about it. There's a lot of gay cultures where people do stupid shit like the guys look birdy or fleety because they're rich, or they have big. Oh, that comes from eating too much quail. When men grow up and they eat nothing but quail, they're fucking wealthy, you know. To even see a quail egg in most of the world, that means you're fucking wealthy. Where I'm from, Bajamillo, they're rare. No, they're common. It's about $1 for 3 quail eggs into a milkshake, and that's expensive. Yeah, man. If you go to England, if you're in Chicago and you want a quail egg, they're delicious, sumptuous, and saglas, noshi, like gnocchi, no, like ganache that they put over wedding cakes. They're just marsupial, insanely divine. Once quail eggs were traded, because they last forever without refrigeration, it's about 8 weeks, 3 months before it really goes bad and you can't sell it. After 3 months, it's still pretty, like with an I instead of an E, biney, cracky, flowy, bouncy, springy, even frothy, almost like a self-made souffle. They're just inflamingly gorgeous. Just a little honey, a little red raspberry, and you're in toss. It's one of the most perfect foods ever. The hard part is that some people like it a fouché. That's gay. They let it mature about 2-3 weeks. Yeah, so there's bone, there's tissue, and there's flossy matter, the brain. Then they open them and just suck them down. This makes particularly strong people, but in Tevu and Tavash and Apswangi and Savagné and Savangon, in the past, in retraction, what happens is these people become very brittle and old when they're older. No, man. They're always looking for blood. They're always looking for evil or madness, and that's because we don't know. It's just a practice the people that are rich and wealthy have always done. Quail eggs and souffle for kids. That's just, that's, as far as we know, quail eggs produces the best bone tissue and muscle matter, and souffle makes the best brain. It's just a souffle for a child. It's hard. It has to be even better than for adults. No, it's always sort of slippery and bladdery. Sort of a better souffle than you usually get at the best wine bars. No, bar mitzvah. Better than you get at almost any restaurant anywhere. Even in Britain, and they make the best souffle, not the French. 20 years ago, they lost the title to the Marley, to the fucking the British, the French British, yeah. That's because there's not much you can eat in blimey old England, because it's blarney. There's rust and disease and gout. There's disease everywhere, but when you have souffle, you're still pretty cool, man. Fish and chips, yeah, man. You try what they have in Rickerum. Fish and chips and fucking plum pudding, dipped and basted in brandy. It's pretty delish, man. Only thing is, these fostering motherfuckers, they make them in their basements. I hate those sons of bitches. Yeah, man. You develop a scale disease like mold, like hairy mold, and man, you're gonna dislike fucking your badass dessert real fast. So what happens is, I've got a guy I named Father in my story, and he grew up on nothing but quail eggs and souffle. The worst and hardest souffle, agani. Man, I don't think the Japanese High Father or the Chinese Four Lost Emperors. Nobody in the world of four is agani except somebody looking for Asani, like Dasani, like dishonest assassin. Because these cultures are real dumb, and if they found him, man, I'm real sorry for them. Because this guy was the kind of guy that he looked at the end of the universe, and he just floated there as fast as he wanted. He didn't fly; he just ended up there. He was a man like the Buddha at the ultimate apex of a transcendence and evolution. He just looked at the stars and said, "Where's my problem?" And he was there. Hello. And so what happens is he's Kurdish? No. Custon? No. Plural, like the oldest French culture, yeah. So they must have been Hungarian, yeah, because the richest French are Hungarian. Hungary, yeah, hunger, like Hunger Games, like to eat fast food, to wine slow, to custard or savor, or to use the word inas eganun and say that's your mother and not your father. Moccasin to you, sir. It's because they always talk like that, because his honey was like me, kind of teasy, and he would always say, "Hey, motherfucking pussies, what you doing tonight for dinner? Are you hungry? Or are you hungering for some more cock? I've got some rooster you can bake and baste. Your mama gave you too much of my fat. She's talking and gossiping. Oh shit! Like Groucho Marx. He was a funny cat, man. I'm telling you, not many men were that handsome in any history. It's almost like I'm looking at his image sometimes when I look out at the open. I look at a mirror. So, but anyways, Dasani was nice because he was never dishonest. But why was Asani? See, that's the whole explanation I don't want to give. But so some people are not that dumb when they say Asani or Dasani. But if you don't understand that his name just meant hilltop, like this motherfucker doesn't care. He'll go to a hilltop and eat the fucking green grass that's growing too tall and leave it there so it can keep growing, so he can have more grass. He just did what he needed to, like a half elf, like a halfling. He just knew that people always looked at you for the wrong way when you gave them the proper explanation for shit. So he just did whatever. So you have one asshole named Father Fat Feet. No, Father Fufa, Father Fufe. Fufe, Fufu, Fafi, Fafe, Fufe. You'll get that later. And then there's a mother named Katya can't be titty tight. Katya cannot grow titties. That's a daughter, a little bastard. These fuckers, they think they're super rich, and they are. They're maximum wealth, yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're the wealthiest. That just means that their wealth on charts and scales that people can say, oh, they're pretty high on the wealth meter. That doesn't mean that they're richest. The richest obviously want to hide their wealth or their amassed income, because who the fuck wants you to know that they're the wealthiest, and then you're always you'll get 10,000 letters a day. I sort of got about 8 to about 30,000 letters a day saying, hey guy, you got too much money, why don't you send me like a college loan or something. all I need is like 30,000. You made that in the last 88 seconds, and I'll lower to the fractional bit, 88.333855349222222 seconds ago. You made that. Come on, this could change a life. And so what happens is, so the father grew up on a lot of fucking blistery eggs, because when you eat a lot of quail, it's really strong and it blisters the asshole how much you have to poo out. But he loved it, I guess. That's why he became gay, super gay, man. He was like the Superman for gay. He didn't have an S on the chest with a diamond. He had a crest for a seal. That's like a crooked spiral, a crooked oval, and half an oval, like from the 1 to the 7 o'clock. And then on his chest, and then the bottom part is just his mom's ugly fat ass, blanca ass mouth. Yeah, his mom is this hilltop beauty, like Angelina Jolie, that eats fucking mangoes and freaking purple tamales, sweet raspberry tamales, like Jello. No, she's this big ass ugly bitch that I went to school with from like 3rd grade to like 8th. No, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I think she left like 6th grade. Cause some bitch that looked like fucking Lucille Ball with fucking afro curl puffs came in, and her name was Andre the Eva Sane. A real fucking Hussein, man. I don't know, man. This is a book. And so what happens is, man, she had a little sister that had no juice, and she grew up pretty tall and straight, man, straight into a box. She passed away like 2 years ago because she was trying to suck dick at a glory hole, and two guys stuck their dicks in at the same time in the same hole. They're pretty small, man. So these guys don't get overly gusty and start putting fingers in pretending. Yeah. So what happened is she saw 2 big old dicks. No, man. She saw 2 big old black pieces of chalk, and she said, "Oh shit, I took her. I'm afraid." What happened is there were 2 lesbians and they were militants, man. It was her mom and the sister, her twin, but she didn't know. And they were electric eels. No, man, they were spike worms. Spike worms are like sloths and fucking poison ivy, and they're worse. Spike eels, spike sloths, spike slugs, like worms. They're worse than parasites. They're worse than even electric eels. They're worse than fucking jellyfish, but they're expensive. So they're like, I'm not lying, 300 to 800 each, 2,000. They pay for both. Yeah, and so what they did is they socked they put it in two tube socks. They were wound in heavy plastic and rubber to protect themselves, and so they stuck both of them in, and they were wrecked because they like going through holes because they expected to whale's asshole. Yeah, these are the things that can kill whales, big fucking whales, as big as your house. We really don't talk about shit like that because we hope it doesn't become real. They're just slugs, like sea cucumbers. Yeah, sea cucumbers are pretty fucking hardcore, man. Almost anything that lives in the ocean and survives and excels is pretty hardcore. But what happens is, man, this thing, both of them are wrecked because they like to take the ride between the mouth to the anus, because the body usually expels it like blah, 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 blah. Because it's also something you didn't want to swallow, like your mom and you. I'm just kidding, that's a joke, man. Get the fuck. I'm gonna wipe my ass right now. So what happens is, man, concentrate now, because you're thinking about my dick. It's as big as my arm. You've heard. Oh, come on. So what happens? So what happens is, he doesn't hesitate. He says, "Oh my God, my lovelies," in the guy's voice, just like that. "Oh my God, my lovelies," like a queen or a princess getting tribute. Yeah, like some kind of porn star. "Oh my God, you brought me some ultra sex. Let's do this shit to the night in eternal." So she grabs them both with her fist in such a gusty way, in such a fucking breezy, super mystical way. Boom with the right hand, both of the two long black cocks as dark as coal. Not tying your ties, not tying your titties in a knot. Not tying your tots in a knot. Cole? Like Cole. Tyler Cole? It's an old saying, for a fact. So what happens is she grabs both of them with the right hand. She felt energy. Because he literally blistered human skin with energy. But it's not energy, man. It's kind of soft radiation. Yeah, they're really horrible, man. And she's like, "Oh, this is gonna be the best dick suck of my life." That song with the what's the song? The story of my life. It came to her mind. I know because this is my story. But if I'm wrong, I'm fucking right, you know. So what happens is, boom, two big old coal sausages about the width of your index and your forefinger, but they're long and flat like bananas. Like dark bananas out of yellow skin. They were weird. They're aerodynamic, man. They can even fly through water, man. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They don't swim that fast, but they fly. I have to explain how. No, man. Water doesn't want to touch them. They kind of glide like they're super starships. Space. They should study them. They want to fly in space, man. They'd have more luck, man. But they're kind of dangerous. So look, you don't have to believe me, girl. But you know what? What's up? So what happened is, boom, power. Thunder, AC/DC with the right hand. With the left hand, she held her nose because she's a lady. Man, you juicy Hugo, dude. With the left, like a lady, like princess grabbing for a teacup, daintily clasping the fingers out, and then just with the index and the forefinger, the thumb, index, forefinger. That's the kind of thing it does. It mimics the index and a forefinger. Just trust me. This is a pleasant sound. This is princess training. She grabs her fucking nose, holds it tight, squeezes, and then she just jams. Even pulls the guys and the fake ass wall. It was just really heavy cardboard. Not even MDF, just heavy cardboard. It was an exotic sex palace, but for the rich. But these guys like it dirty. So sometimes they like to get so fucking wound up and fucking want to be the infomania that they pull them through the cardboard and it bursts like the old foam board. Yeah, McElDF. Yeah, but no, she didn't pull through because she gets in trouble. They charge you. It's just a fucking cardboard table. It's a cardboard. No, it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of cardboard with duct tape, so it looks cool, like retro, like something out of what is it? New Wave hookers? Yeah, it's just fucking stupid. Not Devil, Miss Jones, man. The devil was about to come inside Miss Jones's mouth, man. Juicy bait. So what happens is she bellows or she caves the wall in a little. She makes it arc. She pulls with the right hand, and with the left she holds her nose. It just starts going to work. Blah blah. And the stupid fuckers got so excited because they saw the lips. Hey, Juicy! They said, "Hey, Hugo, is that you?" The mom and the sister. That's okay, hot for like if you like them not that pretty and stupid. Her name is Andrea. I don't want to say the whole name because you might know them. This is a true story. So they looked at the lips, especially the bottom one, and said, "Hey, baby girl, God, what you doing?" They squeezed too hard, and both of the fucking snakes, they're snakes. They live in the ocean and breathe water. No, in the little fucking fist of black banana that they just tossed into squeezed too tight and tossed into her mouth. Hugo, Juicy, Judah, like the female version of Judas. Judah, Hugo. Like Jews, like Jewish, Judah, Judas, Judas. Yeah, they squeezed. Now let's stop the two hollow snake dicks in mid-flight. They're black as fucking Black Knight. One of the blackest animals in the world. That's why they think they might be dangerous. You know. Because if you remember to my blog a few months ago, I commented on an old creature that seduced you, that froze you with gas, that seduced you with electricity, that opened its mouth and let you fly in. Later, people flew in, and then they became part of a battery cell inside its gut. If it looked at you, you were paralyzed and you sort of wanted to stoop to the ground, but then stood up upright like it possessed you. Yeah, there are horrible creatures in the world, and that's real. Man, I cannot say it's real and not real. That's how real it is to the government. Yes, Bigfoots. They don't even doubt them. They have electricity meters, guns that fire electricity and sound. And I've heard. I can't say this by law, but if you read shit, you know they Sharpie shit out. Literally, they use the worst kind of Sharpie, no, the best kind of Sharpie in the world. Each pen of Sharpie, it's a real pen, not a marker. Each pen of Sharpie is about $80. No, $8, $3 sometimes, just out of courtesy. Thank you for letting us see what there is, because sometimes they fuck up. Yeah, they fuck up, man. They fuck up a lot. If you know how to spell the fuck president, like the person named the fuck the president. I read in something similar. I'm assuming it could have been a fill in the blank. Mad Lib. I don't know. I just, as a kid, I didn't even understand that my last name is Madrigal, M-A-D, like Mad Lib, like Liberty. No, Liberace, Liberate. No, Lebanon. Like yeah, like right with silly. Yeah, like Mad Lib. You're open, or you're liberal. Yeah, you're open. Lib. You're open to write what you want. But it's always cool, you know. It's silly. So it was a fun game. I didn't even know how to write or spell. I didn't know how to hold a pen. 3, 4 years old. We go to Toys R Us just to walk around. We never get anything. We just walk around. They walk us around like to see what's going to be hot or what's next. And yeah, we never got it. So what? As a little kid, you're like, Mad Lib, man. They made a killing because they invested a lot of money in Mad Lib. All those little crosswords and all, man. If you know anybody that has a tedious menial job where they can write and read, they always go for the crosswords, the correct like the illusionary tricks with math and numbers, all that shit. They made a lot of money, man. That's why I think they produced that movie that did very well about crosswords and New York Times, yeah, competitions, because it's insane how people love math study. It's a little bit bettering mathical plus consumption. It makes you better. It's one of those few things that you can do on your free time while at work or whatever. Like podcasts. God bless Steve Jobs. If I look like Steve Jobs and you see me in the street, it's because I always loved Steve. He was chemically and like Aldesignedly. I'm a little German. Able to see what you were and gave you the right to have that probicuity, that right and that enforcement. He gave you a setup, he gave you a plus, a meter, and he gave you the time to learn, to excel, and to produce, to provide. That's why so many legendary people in the industry of math, study, reading, writing, and comprehension, they became what they became, and obviously he became even richer because of the fortune of the richest 100 people in the world. He helped. He bettered and he made about 30 of them. So when one man can say that 30 of the richest people in the world were helped by him or given what made them who they are, that's unbelievable, you know. And hitherto, or actually the actual word is idiru, not hitherto, idiru, and idiru. Steve Wozniak helped about 3. But 8 credit him for being on the 100 list, and Carlos Slim, 1, 2, 3. But you know, Mexico's a kind of a weird country, and it's not that I like Steve Mini, Steve Musi, Steve Junum. No, he says that just out of respect because Steve was a Titan. There's not many Titans, man. I mean, Edison and him basically. Churchill, Edison, Jobs, and Churchill, man. I mean, seriously, even if you know or understand, Alistair wasn't like that, man. Steve, just a mega philosopher. That's all he was. He was just a lover of life and man. And he said, if I threw you a stone and you caught it, man, can you teach me how you caught a stone? Because I just threw a fucking rock and you caught it. Thank you, man. If you can make me better, you made me better just by catching it. I didn't want to see you hurt, but I knew somebody told me you could catch a stone, and I know how to throw a stone. So if we work together, maybe we can play something and learn something called catch, and that's where we are, you know. And so what happened is, my buddy Bill Gates, he's made about 20. So that's another Mega Man, you know. He's made about 20 on the top. And two people, you have about 50 of the richest people in the world, and they help make them. Let's see. My buddy Andy Buffett, he helped about 8, 9. No, yeah, no, literally 8 or 9. More like 18, 20. So closer to Bill. But it's a lot of these people are skeezers. They don't credit people that gave them more than they should have because they weren't fooled. You didn't have the background, the training, the chops, or you didn't have the time. But man, here we are. This is why I look. If I had a picture to give you, you can see my image right now. I look just like Warren Buffett, and that's really nice. Phil Spector, he helped about 2, 3, about 8. Even Andy Zuckerberg, he's helped about 2, 3. Another like philosopher. In his short ages, he's helped about 8, 9 of the richest. If we quote Tom, another wealthy person, he's not poor. They didn't bankrupt him just because everybody tried to flash him. Unlike Facebook, MySpace was loved and cared about by a lot. But what they did is they built a bomb, a bunch of imaginary sites to kill networking. Free sharing of information, ideas, and your time, your curriculum, what you're working on, who you're doing, and what's going on. They always do this with news and magazines, and that was the whole point. Yeah, kind of. Let's cut this shit close because 2 minutes. I want to make sure I can upload this because I'm still not sure about the market value, how big this post is going to be. But what happens is, let's see. Tom, he's helped about another 6, 7, 8. If we factor in the Google family, Google alone has helped another 20. I know we've broken past 100, but you understand why? Because nobody makes a mountain. Nobody helps one person alone. But if we go back to the numbers, Steve helped about 30, 40, about 50. Steve Jobs helped about 50 on his own that are on the top 100 list. No less on Carlos. He helped about 2, no 1, just himself. Yeah. Then we Coca-Cola onto Bill. He's helped about 20, 30. No, he helped about 2, 3. We go on to Steve Wozniak again. He's helped 1, no 2. But they were people in his family. We go to Mark. He's helped about 1, none, just himself. No, 2, literally 2, and that's a lot. On the top 100 list, we're talking about again. Warren. He's a titan. He's a legend. He's helped about 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, almost 10. The 10th one will be there. He'll replace somebody on the top 100 list. But we've still got to consider that in the world's history, only one man has helped about half of the top 100 list in wealth. If we go into the numbers, we're reliable or inconceivable because we don't know. It's still open for debate. The truth is, Steve Jobs helped about almost 80 of the top 100 wealthiest people in the world. And these are numbers and facts and figures that I can't disclose, but I can give you a quick glossary, algorithm, matrix math symbol, but that's not illegal. It's just people will get angry. because literally in wealth, some people don't want you to ever know who they are or what they have. Literally, look at Phil Spector. That's all I gotta say. Mark Ronson, and of course Rupert Murdoch. And I mean, if you doubt that at all, look at Ross Perot. but besides Steve, to kind of U-turn this, Steve helped literally of the top 100 wealths, even some of the people we're talking about included, 80 of them. He's 81. No, of the 80 people, the 80 wealthiest people in the world, Steve would be 81. No, 83, 88. He's got fake self personas. People that after he died, they can't access their wealth. They can't. No, they're moving it into his wealth. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe Steve Jobs is not expired, because who believes that Steve Jobs dies of liver cancer? Liver cancer, besides prostate for a male, is the most curable disease. Prostate cancer is the most curable cancer in a man. Yeah, but liver cancer is second. No, it's third, and he's wealthy. All it would have taken was a penicillin shot in the liver. That's it. About $8,000 just for insurance costs. So he's into 9 pieces, yeah, like Reese's Pieces, yeah, like Body Parts, Body Pieces. It's a British film, but in America they made a knockoff so you wouldn't see it. It's about a necromancer that abducts people and cuts them into pieces and hides it behind a book repository, a very very deep bookshelf, like in a dungeon. Yeah, there was more to it, but when it spun around, the body piece was the body in pieces that were living and moving. They were tacked together until they held on with the life force it was using itself. No, the man that survived. What happens at the end? They take down the body that was insane. It's called insane. When you have a real estate body, a body made of dozens of pieces, 20, 30 pieces, pinned together, and it still holds together with its own energy, because it's evil. It's called crazy, or in Colossus. What happens is you have to know magic and astronomy and astrophysics. Yeah, that's why I Am Legend or the Man of Colossus. That's why who really wrote that was saying more about how evil they are than what they actually knew. So what happens is, yeah, it's called sit down. It's when two wizards talk to each other and one's evil and one's good. No, they're both evil, but one's more intelligent than the other. Because when you've got two wizards that live together, one is using the other. It's always like that. Like two con men, even if that's your mom, that's a con man and that's using you. Even if it's a gun, if you're a gun and I'm a bullet, you should be afraid of the bullet, you know? Even a gun can die to a bullet. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, yeah, we usually don't talk about deceiving that badly or conning in this world, but man, I mean, what's a better point? If you've got a fist or a knife, who's more deadly? The fist or the knife? You would say the knife, right? No, the fist. Who the fuck's gonna throw the knife? See, they're parallels, because you can fire a bullet. A bullet can fire itself without a gun, but a knife cannot do anything without the fist. So see. So what happens is, look, Steve Jobs has 8 personas. No, he has 9. Steve Jobs is just a fake name. Who's really Steve Jobs? I am. You are. It'd be cool for me to say I am. This is where we get real realistic, and this is my bad motherfucking wallet. My bad motherfucking wallet. Because I'm trying to tick like somebody named Armina, like Armenia. Armina, yeah. When she eats, she gets a lot of food into her braces. But who the fuck says you get run over by a train and you need braces? Yeah. Some people become spies, and they trade you out, your life, for a new face, or a better body, or oh man, or even fucking plastic surgery, so the fat ass won't eat so much. Yeah. So look, who's Steve Jobs? I am Nomad. I'm Nomad. I'm Nomad. I'm never mad. I'm the mad in Marvel Comics that used to be a villain, now is a hero. He can explode anywhere, anyhow. Havoc can only charge shit to explode. No, he can only fire beams. And they hold or explodes them right away? Yeah. Gambit, he charges shit and he throws it and then it explodes. Who's more dangerous? Obviously Nomad, because he explodes and he comes back. He reforms like in a cloud. Nano Microtech, yeah, nano cells come back and reform him. So who's more dangerous? He is. No, they're all dangerous. But who has a better job? Nomad, because he all he does is explode and come back. These guys end up exploding and they die. In old What If comics, Gambit died because somebody charged his stick, made him charge his stick so he could throw it at him to kill him. I think it was Wolverine. I wrote some stories, and Gambit, somebody tricked Gambit into trying to kill Wolverine for Jean Grey. No, for Xavier, because the real Wolverine was gay for Xavier, because Xavier made him gay. Yeah, there was no way for Wolverine to, because the assumption was that if Wolverine sucks your dick enough, you'll regenerate your legs. Yeah, something like that. Isn't that stupid, man? But that's real stupid. How people stupid are like stupid. Yeah. So it sounds like a cool story, but it was an okay story. So what happens? He tosses his night glaive. It's not a staff or a stout. It's called a night glaive because it's so heavy and it's weighted. If he tosses it and it hits you, it's like a knife, like a bullet that doesn't go through you. The force still goes through you. It's like a knife, man. You're better off it just piercing you like a lance, because you're not. If it hits the heart, on top of the heart, and it's strong enough, you're just dead, man. Just die. There's science in the world, and that's one of those deadly ones. Yeah, night glaive. It's just, you're done, man. Julius Caesar had one. No, Julius Caesar had one thrown at him various times. How did he not die? He was strong. Julius Caesar was noted to be one of the strongest people ever. Like when you see Roman training, and you have all the guys dressed in black, and the Roman emperor is dressed in white. He would only do that to show his mom every year that he was excelling in school. The only thing they had to do was study strategy and study combat for themselves. Sometimes there was tragedy, yeah, because all you do is have one guy that's supposed to just be sparring and doing what he's doing, not giving in or not letting the guy win, but just one fucker. He didn't care. He got his family wealth, and he got everybody that was sucking his dick until then money, and that's it. Just boom. I'm sorry. Yeah, just slit the throat or stab the liver, stab the kidney. That was it, man. Even Caesar, even a Caesar, a Roman, even a Rome, because Caesar's meant Rome. Caesar is Rome. Yeah, man, just stupid fuckery, man. And so what happens? Who was the rat? Not Armina, man. Because she was on the Dover. She was on the Dove. She was on the cover. Yeah. Who was the dog? The dog with no band, with no real family. Just a dog that went crazy, had money, and killed everybody. And you never know. You never knew. You never even cared because nobody was accessing any bank accounts for 20 years. Banks don't give a shit, man. The money's still there. That's your account. If you don't know your PIN number, we gotta take you to City Hall. We gotta check your ID. We gotta take your fucking DNA. We gotta take your fingerprints. They hated the DNA thing and the fingerprints. Everything else they could do, but not the DNA and fingerprints. And so they got fucked. A lot of people don't understand how stupid that is. But when you don't check your bank account for 20 years, but you keep depositing your check because it's on self-deposit, you're fucked. If you're doing something stupid like that, replacing people. And so what happened is, what is it? Eddie Vedder? No, Johnny Valentine? No, Stacy Valentine? No, John Voight? No, I mean, so see, look. So what happens is, there was a guy, and he had too much money, and that was Steve Jobs. What he said is, man, I stole the architecture. I don't get it that well. It's another Steve. It's the same Steve. No, it's the same Steve. Man, I don't know. It's a Steve I know somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hippie. I'm a writer. I'm like a Jack Kerouac. I'm a Moogie. I'm a Straight. I'm a Doob Flush. I'm a Sancone. I'm Tom from the Glass Menagerie. I'm on the windowsill. I'm on the fire escape. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to stay. I want to save you. I want to love me. I want to give you everything. I want you all to know what I have for you. Here we are. I am Tom. Not that Tom. This Tom. And that's Steve? Yeah, Steve. What happens is, Steve thinks he's going to become a big actor or a big model. No, man. He has 9 alternate realities? Yeah. And then a real. You know who he was? James Van Cleef. You remember The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? The Professional? Yeah, he wasn't even in that, right? Yeah. The U.S. Marshal, no. The Sentry Judge, yeah. He was a judge on the spot. He looked like a killer. He looked like an assassin. No, he was a U.S. appointed Senate judge, a circuit court judge. In those days, if you were a circuit court judge and you were that badass, you were the law. If somebody needs to die, they died because you killed them, and you never got close because they gave you the best lenses, the best scopes. A lens and a scope is not the same thing, and the best writing range, the best range meters. A scope, a lens, and a range meter. You know, like a straight line. To make something straight, even especially now, especially in the Old West, was impossible. What would I take? A scope, a lens, or a meter? Like a binocular is a lens. A scope is more like for astronomy. A telescope. Or a meter, a straight line, like a plumb line, but used to shoot a plumb line. With that, I can shoot with the scope, like a telescope. I can shoot 200 yards like a sniper. With the lens, with that you can shoot 280 to 300 yards. That's pretty good, man. Almost 1,000 feet. That's a lot. But with a straight line, you can shoot about. The hardest shot ever with a straight line, just a perfectly tolerancy straight line, about 3 miles. So if you're a professional, what do you take? Even me, being blind with a straight gauge line, that augments your potential for hitting your target about 80 times. So obviously something that's straight and perfect is gonna be way better than all the other shit. So what did this motherfucker pick? Not a scope, not a lens, not a straight line. He had the chance to pick anything. He chose a Foucault barrel. Foucault barrel. It's like a radiation or uranium mined metal, and then it's made perfectly flat, still wound perfectly into a perfect circle. A cylindrical. It's not cylindrical. Cylindrical, like a Cirillo. Yeah, a Cirillo sphere. It means when you put a marble or a bearing that's perfectly spherical or round, and that's hard. Remember, look at the study, the people making the roundest object ever. It's also the roundest thing ever. It's also the most reflective thing ever. That's probably against the law for what they're trying to do, but that'll be another talk. This is when I get really paranoid because I'm starting to look like Mel Gibson again, and I'm not passionate for Mel. He's cool, but man, I don't like to eat anywhere that the logo looks like a freaking a golden denty bone, a golden denty bone, like a golden bone. Yeah, like Morton's Gibson. Yeah, Morton's. I think he was named Mel Gibson for Morton's, not for Gibson's. Fuck his passionate ass. Some other guy, you know. So what happens is this guy, he picked the craziest gun ever. No, man, it doesn't even fire bullets that well or that nice, that straight. No, they're always perfectly straight. But you lose so much energy, you're fucked. A bullet that should go 200 feet and be perfect, 200 feet. That's not with your alignment, everything else. This is for an example. If a bullet's supposed to go 200 feet perfect, with that plaster barrel, it'll go about 130 feet straight. So you lose a lot, man. That's 30-40% effectiveness, and that's bullshit for a long range shooter. Why didn't they use scopes? Why didn't you use scopes? Scopes is for when you're a sniper. Why didn't they use sniper rifles? Because it was legal. Anybody has a sniper rifle, boom, dead on the site. Because people were just scalping. They were watching people from cliffs or mountaintops, and boom, I got another $80 in my pocket. That saddle goes for some good shit. Yeah, man, when you're hungry and dying, you really don't care about that kind of shit. In the Old West, ask Karen. Ask Bum, the Bumung. Do you care? Did you care when you were doing that shit? Steve's mom and dad? Probably not, man. I'm being real honest, and by that I mean absolutely not, because she was a ejacular bitch. So what happens is, why did he choose that? Because he was gonna put a big old silencer belt a big old tube around it. So now, because he wasn't stupid, he said, "Well, man, for a little more work, I can fuck your mother from here." With a big barrel, a heavy barrel, wound around the regular barrel. The barrel was about 8 inches long. Yeah, 8 inches long. After the clip, after the revolver, the wheel with the bullets, it was about 8 inches long. So that's pretty big. For you, 8 inches is long, man. For me, a kid about to do porn, maybe, and that's kind of small, man. It's got to be at least 13 to satisfy the film and the ladies. That's why they work so cheap and keep coming back. Percentages. I keep telling somebody, but he doesn't understand that porn makes more money than anything. Ask anybody, especially the guys that have to jizz in good-looking girls' mouths, because that's the standard you must keep. So if you're vitamin deprived and sick and tired of dying without satisfaction for your need of vitamins and medicine and healing and life, you come on down and be real fine, because I only choose the best for my porn, you know? We'll start filming in Dallas, Texas someday. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. So what happens is, he puts a barrel. It's about a cannon. It's like a cannon with the ass cut off, with the round ass cut off, and motherfucker, he tap welds it. What the? But this motherfucker was a genius. Do you know what tap weld is? When you take two pieces of iron, then you have the arm that swings down, and with the electricity, iron oxide, with the iron oxide and the high tension compound steel, the flux. Man, this motherfucker, genius motherfucker. How the fuck do you get through 3 inches of solid fucking iron, black iron, all the way around the barrel? He did about 3,000 tack welds. Do you know how? Man, this son of a bitch was a smart motherfucker with a lot of money, but he wanted to live forever. How much does a gun weigh? That's what you're asking, right? That's what you're asking, Roscoe? Well, no, he picked a die-butted piece. So the big ass cannon barrel that was about 3 pounds. No, that was about 3 inches all around. It missed this with the barrel on the inside. Perfectly centered, perfectly straight, perfectly on tap. It was perfect. It fit in there like Sir Senor Obama, Bill Clinton's tuxie, a high French cigar. Must have fit in little Barack Obama. What's her name? Matilda Swington. What's her name? Monica Lewinsky's pussy. She got off on expensive things in her pussy. What a hot dame, man. So what happens is. It's really tight, really fucking tight. When bitches are nothing about money and they're Jewish, and nothing about money, they're especially Jewish. Tight. Or expensive shit in their pussy. So if you're gauging expensive penises in the world, man, my dick is worth more than you and everything, ever in the universe. So you think about that in your pussy if you're looking for sex in your pussy, and you're especially tight. Because I like Jewish women, I like them a lot, but they're really fucking smarmy. One bitch found out that I had an Armani jacket that I bought when I was a kid, and you can ask Noel Miranda. I told him I wanted to buy Noel Miranda's a buddy. I knew him in a high school cathedral, freshman and sophomore year, and we stopped talking because I didn't want to make him travel all the way from when he used to live by UIC. We could have hung out every day, but they moved him all the way on the north side by where I go now, Milwaukee. And I didn't mind missing him, but I didn't want to make coming all the way out here, especially with a bad axle. What happened? An uncle supposedly stepped on the axle and kept ramming it with his foot to mess it up. Then he just got a sledgehammer. So one time we almost just barely made it home. And yeah, he would have probably ended up being one of my best friends, because obviously Lewis wasn't, man. Me and Noel used to hang out all the time, play basketball, and get free burgers, do shit like that. Go to the movies. He was a really cool cat, and I wish I would have kept in control. Right now, I haven't. I promised to drink a beer with him and just to chat, maybe strike up with a friendship. But sometimes I guess he has kids, and sometimes it's hard. But what it is look. Sometimes you have to care about people more than you're willing to yourself. He was Jewish. No, he was Muslim. A cardi, a thigh, like a thigh of a chicken thigh. Like a chicken breast, chicken thigh. But that's not bad. But over here, people were anti-Semitic and anti-Russian. And those are the kind of Muslims that are allied to Russians, yeah. they would have known right away. Because one time somebody looked at him and said, "Hey, look, he's got a long tail. He's probably Philippine and Muslim." And that didn't matter because they knew. I mean, he knows me, but you know, if it's possible, I'd like to be friends with my buddy Noel again because he's the only person I miss, and the real Lewis. Because I met a guy at McFrugal's, and that's not fucking Lewis Correa. He looked like Lewis, but that was one of Chris's stupid fuckers who was pretending to be Lewis. Why? Because Lewis was a nice guy, and I guess Bridget Jones. No, just Bridget the telepath. Stupid. I guess he was tired of cheating on his sister, the cute girl from Cathedral. Yeah, they were dating lesbians, and I know you think this is kind of weird, all these stories, but they're true, man. And if they're not, they're just kind of funny for what's who the fuck, you know? For if you know them, this is funny. So what happens is the barrel is lined with nothing. No, it's a perfect fit. It's like the guy planned it. All his life, he had this fucking big old nasty cannon barrel, one of the best ever. Looked almost like crystal, black iron. It was a murderous son of a bitch, man. Just sometimes shit is made too crazy, and you don't know how the fuck that happened, but it just fucking happened, you know. And so what happens is he fits it in perfect, like I thought. And they said, well, okay, I don't know what the fuck you want that for. You know what it is? It's stopping power. I know. So you only get like 100 feet, man, of straight. Plus, nah, I can compensate. Don't you worry the fuck. That's why I'm here, you know? And the guy said, you know what, whatever, motherfucker. You just take that. You're lucky you got it, man. Because we ain't got enough circuits here. We got enough network apparatus. We got enough fucking switchboards here, you know? Circuits, switchboard, apparatus. All leading back to switchboard apparatus, yeah. These stupid motherfuckers. So look. Oh, look, you look just like me. That should be my nose, but not that ugly face. Oh my god, I look just like Seth. That would be a funny note, right? That's why there's the dumb fuck Ketos or something. Keep away from my ass or take my ass away. Seth Green? No, Seth Meyer. Like Michael Myers? I married an ex-murderer? Is Seth Meyer my real like Antunam? My true love? Sorry, I'm watching TV. So what happens? Look, is he's got some. He knows a real mean little bitch named a mini evil, a wolf. He's a big old ass lesbo trying to touch her all over, and boom! What are you doing, you psycho? Don't you know I'm a model for adult industry? Damn, like a brown man. Cause Kaya was cool, man, but Kaya's real stupid. Kaya thought that was a guy. And she was in love with her because she knew me, yeah. In the real world? Like all those rappers? Because they're rap guys. Why be a fucking beagle when you could be a mouse? Dog. So look. So that Twitter gun, yeah, they're real smart. That gun fit perfectly. He said, man, this shit slid in like your pussy's mom. My what? Like your pussy's mom. What? I'm saying you had a cat, and the pussy that your cat had slid out real nice and tight. Because cats are known for having real tight, especially for birth, because they don't like to choke their kids. So regularly, if you have a wife, make sure she's tight so your kid can be squirted out real quick. Because when witches are tight, they're slow, and when it's slow down there, the kids are always real slow. You know what I'm saying? But he was basically trying to change the subject, because this guy is giving away one of the craziest barrels ever made in the history of the world. One of the craziest pieces of iron ever made ever in the world. A barrel for Winchester? No, man. You wish this was a Winchester. This barrel is called a Malorn, a Malai, a Malise. Like, you're fucking evil for giving this to anybody but somebody that's professional. And he just gave it to the stupidest motherfucker in the history of the world. Just for now, we will call him the Baby Shaq? Baby Shakira? Yeah, we'll call him the second salmon dance. Yeah, his name was Kurt Baby. But at least he was smart up to the point that he fired it at the wrong thing. Yeah, him. I can't remember his name, but oh yeah, I love Little Lupe. So look, so he slid in and said, "Motherfucker." The guy asked, "What the fuck is that for?" Because he kept taking it out, and then he said, "I'm fluing the plants. I know what you're doing, because at the time these were masters at steel and iron, because they had to be like kind of agents that made their own devices." He was rasping the inside, but the outside, because it's yeasty, no, because it's perfectly solid crystal, the two things. But sometimes there's a little burr that's mild, and it gives up, and it wedges shit in there, and that's better. Well, that's the theory for them, you know. If you think about it, not really. You're better off just putting some ceramic in there, and when it burns, close together. Oops, that's more money. I can't give you that. Okay, so what happens is so it's like peach cobbler. It's like a slurry of wax and mold, literally mold that you paste together and you put on the inside. So when it burns, it just cures. You know, you get that, right? Like bacon or even like a ham, but it's way different. It's more like bacon. Antioxidants and shit. And so what happens is yeah, man, I had all my shit stolen writing, but I'm here, man. The courts will decide, the attorneys will know, and the judge will pay me. Yeah, really. Hold on. So what happens is, holy shit, how long is this? 2 hours already? Man, I did not set out to go this far. All I wanted to do was sing a stupid song for a fine ass girl. Doesn't understand she's not Billie Jean, but that's cool. I saw her. She looks just like Andrea, the real one, not the one I was talking about. And man, it's because these people always try to Jewish people like Andrea, and Italian people like Hugo. It's topsy turvy. It's turned around. Jewish people and Italian people are renowned and known for trying to break up true love. So she thought it was weird and sort of loopy when I was there, because she saw me dancing, and then she rushed, got out of her car, parked like 3 blocks away from Milwaukee, ran 8 meters. She says no, 8 fucking blocks to catch the bus by the Magic store, the Magic bookstore at Milwaukee. And it's almost a bike cross of. It's the bike cross where you can get off and then walk to Ashland, the easiest and best. Yeah, it's funny. They don't intersect, but they gap. They kind of curve together at the closest point there. It makes like an arch. Duval, the Lucky brand, Lucky Bunny Sunny fuck it da. When you have two arches that look like spires that almost meet, that's a Dulong. Yeah. So she ended up around there. She looked around, she was laughing, and she saw 2 guys get on. One was representing South Korea, the Kim Luk Il Fat Fuck Nuck, and the other one was representing South Korea, North Korea. Because literally, super fuckers from all around the world, they try to steal the best women. And they intimidate them, and they try to squirrel them or cubby hole them and do whatever they want with them. And it's a bad thing. It happens with Mexicans the most, where Mexican women end up marrying every other culture, because they look Asian, they look Mexican, they look Italian, they look Brazilian, Mexican women look like everything basically, even Jewish sometimes. It's funny because Mexico is not a mixing bowl. It's not a putty wedge. It's not retarded for being what it is, but there's a little bit of everything in Mexico. Every country has liked Mexico, lived in Mexico, or tried Mexico. And people stay because they wanted or because they were stuck there. But still. So I tell somebody, motherfucker, I know my lineage. I'm a little Japanese on my grandpa's side, my dad's side. I'm a little Estonia on my grandma's side. My mom's mom was fucking Philippine and fucking Swedish. And my mom's dad was fucking Norse and Norgani. Like the original fucking Norwegian, man. So stop fucking telling me I'm just my mom's dad had blue eyes and my mom's mom had green eyes. So stop fucking telling me I'm not this or that. It's just these stupid, ignorant motherfuckers that are not smart enough. He shows me one of the most perfect and complete pictures in the world's history, and he says it's his. And I told him, no, I had it on one of my books, man. It's because you fuckers, you find my shit, you look through it, and you try to understand what it is. It's something you can't comprehend. Because you don't know it, you don't understand it, you don't get it. I gave him what's called artificious. Something that was polite, kind, but they never understand the marriage of what things become. I took that picture, and then somebody else put a fake poster. I can't say that because he knew we were at discussion at court. Yeah, I took that. I drew on it and I wrote it. It says right there in the compound code. It's because they're full of shit, man. How many guys do you know named Arturo Madrigal? I don't care, man. It's because they leave you alone and they say, well, you don't have any witnesses. The witness is the fucking information right there. You know DOS brand code, man? I could rewrite the kernel just from talking if you knew DOS brand code. Shut the fuck up, give my shit, man. These puny fucking Indian midgets at intelligence, they keep trying to lie and they're getting nowhere, man. We're a species. We talk. Me, Bill, and Warren. Me, Steve, and Wozniak. We don't get along, man. You tell them that Randy, the one I can never forget from Microsoft, can suck my dick. And IBM just fucking cram a steel tower up your ass on Lakeshore Drive. Cause you're full of crass shit, man. Just give my shit, stop fucking lying, and let's not keep going at this. So the barrel, like a blunderbuss, no, like a Maxi Spire, a Maxi Spear. These are codes, or these are branding names in the chemistry of warfare or combat you will never hear. So he told him, hey nigger, what is this then? This gun? I know what it is. And the guy with the gun said, what is it? What do you know? Come on, nigger. Let's see who's a nigger or not. Because at the time that was a bad thing. A nigger was never about a black person or black people in the West, in the Old West, like mining for gold. A nigger meant you pretend to know shit. Let's see what the fuck you know. That's how you drove people. You're a slow patina, nickel ass motherfucker. You're worth 10 cents because I want to fuck you twice. Let's do this. What is it? So the guy with the gun said, what is it? He said, it's a flounder spear. And he said, holy shit, you're close. The guy with the gun laughed and almost killed himself because he dropped it on his foot. He's like, he's scared you know too much. He wasn't gonna kill him, but he said, holy shit, you educated. Holy shit. He said, yeah, my dad was better than you. You know who he is? Solomon Grundy. I can't say the name by law, but he was named Solomon Grundy. Yeah, Seth Meyer. Oranges, not hot dogs. That's why he didn't have a hot dog? Yeah, he was an orange. Because he had no hot dog. He had no dick. He blew it off, yeah, but he was a worker. He blew it off, so he had no more dick. He had just his ass, the candy. That's what it means. An orange ass is an ass that's candy. Because when you're hungry, the best thing you can eat with a peel is a fucking orange. And if it's a Meyer orange, man, they're sweet as fuck. If you throw away the peel, like if a daily onion, if you don't eat the whole thing, it's because you're a pussy. Because it's better than an apple. Yeah, so if you have a real Meyer orange, just candy up the shit, the peel, and you don't eat it, you're a faggot because it's better than the inside. Literally, yeah. So that's what it meant. He had no dick, and his ass had to get plastered because he was a big lawman, and he still is. But he gets real angry. That's why Quitos what? Take this sweet, luscious ass away. It's had too much pleasure. Sorry. Someday you will come to either love or hate the discussions, because you gotta understand you got me for nothing. And either I'm a fictitiously powerful liar, or just an evening with Mr. Daisy, like driving Miss Daisy. We will come to discuss, because I offered a few guys the chance to sit down and talk for 20-30 minutes. Like, this will be 3 hours. And just fucking delight and see what we know and see what we can cusp or note. But none of these Sangra motherfuckers, none of these fucking gravel drinking, mud slushing motherfuckers wanted to talk about anything. Because man, when you talk when you talk the Rango, when you mux the Django, when you put your dick out in the air and it's not big enough for the wind to flap and start smacking you back and forth when you say it is, then that's fucking mildly stupid. My dick is fucking flailing and striking the Sears Tower. That's like 2 miles away from here. The highest peak. It just knocked over part of the antenna, man. My dick's flapping so long in this wind. So he said a maxi spear? No, motherfucker. If I was that good, I'd be you. Lying. He said, motherfucker, you're lying. That's how I know you're lying. You're lying. You know what it is? It's a confoundation gun. He said, how the fuck do you know that? Because he was close? Yeah. Nobody's ever been close to anything he wanted to know. And he was slightly limey, so he said, you limer-gutted motherfucker. He said, no, I'm British trash. We came on the Mayflower. I was not Pinta, Santa Maria. I was Veracruz. Let's see, the Santa, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, the Pinta, and the what? Mayflower. He's Mayflower. I still like talking little British, because you motherfuckers don't remember that was only 30 years ago by my watch. Even count 30 times 12. But the guy got it. Yeah, that's pretty good math, man. That's not far from the truth, man. Thanks. Because he came over, the other guy's family, the guy with the gun, he came over on the fighters. The fighter skivs, they were skivs. Like the guys that come from Cuba, and they were always real angry about that. They thought, we should have been on the Mayflower. Well, the Mayflower is to the people that paid for the expedition from China and Japan. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Pinto people were the workers. They were the skilled labor. Man, this dick is hard as strong fist. We got this American shit going. All the skilled labor. The Santa Maria were the people that were religion. No, they were Oswalds. People people in government. People that were schooled in law and justice and democratic policy. So they were important teachers. But the Mayflower, they were the people who had all the fucking Spanish backing. And that one had to be the strongest? Yeah, because I swear to God, Spanish backing just meant backing by gold. Gold backing. Because Spain, that's why it's so rich now, was the first country just to back its money with gold. Other people had belongings, other people had wealth that was currency, like antique. But there was no way to manipulate gold. It either weighed or didn't weigh. And so that's why they're so smart. I don't know, lucky, because the Portuguese wanted to be the first, and they were literally saying that why don't we value our worth on our land? And that would have been better. It would have been close to, because land, nothing has appreciated better than gold. Nothing has appreciated better than gold, but the closest is land. So what happens is, look, he says, you're right. It's a confrontation gun, like a gun to just bang to scare you and then boom to push you out. Sort of. So you try to take people alive at almost 200 feet? Dang, you are skillful son of a bitch. He said, man, you are too close because I know that roasted Purina ass, saying rich ass, I know you're the guy with the gun. I know you know what the fuck this is. And he said, man, you can do what the fuck you want with it. Stick 2 fucking nitrate capsules in there, jack it up, like masturbate, jack it up, just fling it in the air and call it a Crown Corina, whatever the fuck it is. You know what it is? It's a harpy gun. A harpoon gun? He said, yeah. And is it? That's what he wanted? No. But by law, that's the closest thing you could say, yeah. It's a gun that you attach a rope to? No, man. It's a gun that you fire, and when it hits the target? No, man. By harpoon, they mean the math. It's a theorem. By the time that the bullet gets to you, it's capsized. It's atomized to shrapnel. About how far? About 120 feet. It would become shrapnel, and then just atomize into you. So you'd be struck by fucking buckshot the size of man. Take your dick. Take your dick, Mark, and measure that, and then multiply it like 80 trillion times. And no, literally, if you had the head of a pin, yeah, the buckshot would be about an eighth that big. It's real hard to conceptualize, but if you have an opening to your mom's hymen because she's that horny for us, Let's see. Man, no, not even the tip. Okay, take the tip of a needle, the head that's pointy, and it's about a third of that. Yeah, you've got so many minute shrapnel that you're just struck by like a salt shaker. Boom. You don't die, but what happens is the bullets close inside of you, and they get you and they question you and or they fucking torture you or you're knocked out for like 8 hours. Yeah, it's a really horrible gun. They're real, but they're really fucking rare. If you had one on the antique market, and it's been fired and it's been certified and tested, no, even if you just had it, certification and testing is worth it's a little bit of money, but it'll give you a lot more. If you say it is and looks like it is, it's about 80,000. Yeah, just if you see it, damn, that's 80,000. Holy shit! If you get it tested and you certify it, it's not much more. It's about 83 to 88. You know what that is? The certification testing everybody wants to do for free, 200, 300 bucks. But if it looks like it is, man, it probably fucking is, man. So about 90,000. 90,000 for a gun? Yeah, but remember, a Jeep Cherokee was once worth 30,000, and that was in the 60s. Because it was built rugged for the army. So all these fuckers that were selling drugs and transporting drugs, they needed, I need a fucking Jeep, man. This bog swamp and shit, man. That crocodile bit my ass in the dick, and blah, 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 Mark and Scott, fuck it. Let's continue. So look, so the truth is, foundation gun, yeah, harpoon gun. The guy's like, thank God you're stopping, because this motherfucker never stops. That's why he's giving out the armaments. Yeah, that's why he's in the procure. He's in the oven room. He's in the oven room, like somebody's making bread. Oven room. Like think James Bond and the spies that work in that little office, a little tech firm. Yeah. So he thinks so. The guy's like, he's like, thank God you stopped. The guy with the gun. Well, I know you're not stupid enough to throw fits. It could not be a sound boom. A mesquite gun. You're out of your mind. Only I could do that. That's the guy's like, mesquite gun. What the fuck you talking about? He said, I know you're lying now. Because there were games you played and you worked all the time, but you had to live by playing the games you liked the most. And this guy's like, man, I know you're lying. And he was kidding. No, he didn't know. He was like, I'm just throwing shit in the dirt because I talk to this stupid nigger. Because if you were that good, you'd be here working with the cool shit and not out there getting your ass jacked. Getting your ass jacked? Like a car jack? No. Getting your ass jacked. Like somebody's got a dick in your ass and they get tired of fucking you, but you're still liking it, so they start fucking you with the fist, getting your ass jacked. Yeah, like a Meyer Petunia orange, a Valencia Meyer, getting your ass jacked. She's Bart Simpson. I like Martha too, but Martha's not willing to kill people like a certain Steve. Or Steve, the little burly bear of Hollywood. Hey, Steve, how you doing? But look, and then the guy said, "Well, I hope to God it's not a calamity gun, because the last 8 motherfuckers died biting onto my juicy sweet dick." And we still talk about Hugo later. Man, this is gonna be 3 hours, and I want this to be seen by that sweet jickety little girl related to Anna. Anna hopping on the stables, the gravy stables. Andrea and Juicy J. So look, so I met Minnie. How I meet most of the people I meet, but like me and other people, I know who you are. I'm talking to you, and I said, man, come on, guy, you can't pull my leg. I know who you are, man. Come on, you're Avery now, man. You ran to the fucking you ran to Cannonball, and they cannonballed your ass. It's called a mortar surplus. Ask somebody in munitions. Yeah, it's the biggest opening in a cannon to fire a mortar. It's huge, man. It's as big as as big as his asshole is now. Just fisted like a blossom open. He thought he was a pink orchid. A pink orchid. is a fucking orchid that went from white to blue. It's pink. It's a joke. Violet, yeah. So look, these are cool stories, man. And sometimes I'll fuck up, but at least feel blessed that you got me for free, and I'm here telling you all this shenanigan, all this crazy hish quash, all this shit that you might not know that is really true. Because look, I can say 1 2 3, I can say 3 2 1, and I can say 3 1 2. See, I'm not insane. It's just you live and you actually do shit and know people, and they're plotting against you. But so the fuck what? They're plotting against me when I got like 2 Tootsie Rolls and a bottle of Jägermeister. That's basically my wealth in the world, you know? What the fuck are they plotting about? Because I've always had cash, and I've always saved it, and I've always invested, and always done this kind of shit. The shit that made me laugh. And man, these fuckers think that it's theirs because they know it's there, but they can't access it. Every 2 months, they go to certain banks and they show up in their finest suits and their hair all licked up and combed out, and they say, "Hey," in a girly voice, "My name is Arturo Madrigal. Can I please see my Bankley Worth and statement? Here's my ID." And it has the wrong name. "Oh, I'm sorry. Can I have it changed from this one? Blah 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 fake. To this one, my name is Curly C. the Fan." Man, they always talk to my attorneys and my bankers, and if I don't access those accounts, it's because they're there. So these fuckers know they're there, and like fucking like crazy ass ferret sludge. Ferret sludge is an animal that's said to be true, because if anybody's ever owned a ferret, sometimes they get so dirty and so wet that they still feel clean. That they seem to be sludge, like tar babies. Yeah, ferret sludge. They show up almost shiny, like fake ass trinities for Matrix, all white and sort of glossy and perfectly put together. But it starts falling apart before they start crying. But why not? Everything's a falsified statement if you don't allow me to change my bank account into my current account. Like they were lawyers. These are the only things they know. Because one fucker has been to the bank every 2 months, every 3 weeks, every 3 months, 80 times. How many years is that? 80 times he's been to the bank. His name is Don and Trump. His name is Donald Trump. His name is Donald Trump, and then space P dot. Like my name is Arturo Madrigal space M capital M dot. He's like that, yeah. His name is Donald Trump, and he's been to the bank every 3 months 80 fucking times. Once he went 2 weeks too early, and they told him, but with a shotgun to the face, "Man, I see your face here too much. I know who you are. I don't care who the fuck you're not. You're pretending, and you're badly pretending. Because you still got your same face, your same fucking suit, and you were just on TV, right? You were over there filming TV, now you're over here pretending to be somebody else. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?" It's a U.S. Census agent? A Scot? Yeah, like Scottish? Scout. It's a Scottish bank. "Who the fuck are you?" You gotta say it 3 times. "I know the law, you know the law, stop fucking around. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? This is a shotgun, it's loaded. There's no safety, there's no trigger. It's right here, I just clamps the handle and boom, 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 boom. Almost automatic. Those are illegal here. Not in Scotland, not here, not there. Boom, boom, boom. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And who the fuck are you?" He wanted him to fuck up. So he fucks up, it's like $200. But when you're bitter, you get real bitter, man. This guy said, like in a jerky fashion, like a jerky boy, like a circle jerk, "Hey buddy, you know who the fuck this is. Stop fucking around. I'm the boss. This show's on fire!" So light it up, up, up. He didn't do the rest, but he did that like "You will remember me for centuries." Da, 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 da. Yeah. Man, these people are real stupid, man. Because it was Zac Efron who they wanted for that for that video, but they couldn't get him, so they did the video. As far as I heard, you can ask them, you know, and you'll see. Yeah, we wanted Zac Efron because he's real cool, you know, like Ewan McGregor Jr., like the guy that played Batman and Batman Jr. Robin. Because he was not a bad actor, man. Chris O'Connell, no, man. That was the guy from Sliders. That's my boy, Sliders. But no, man. This guy, Chris O'Connell, no, man. It might be Chris O'Connell, right? Yeah, I think it is. It's the same name, but it's not the same spelling. The guy from Sliders and the guy from Batman Returns. No, Batman with George Clooney, I think. George Clooney. When he was Batman and he was Robin, yeah. Where George Clooney was Batman, the other guy was Robin. So look, and I think Alicia Silverstone was fucking Batwoman or something. So what happens is, he tells him, look, Don, Mr. Trump, what's up, man? What's the beef? You fat on the ass or what? Get to work, go to the job, do something. I don't care what you do. Make it productive, make it real, and make it you. Make some cash, and you can be us and me. What's up, homo? No. Where's my buddy? He went over there trying to be smart, like a joke in legalese. The guy said, no, motherfucker. You say that one more time, I'm going to smash you in the kneecap with this butt of this Harley ass shotgun, and I'm going to fucking flay you in the face. That means he's going to throw it around the butt, smack in the face on the cheekbone, and then 3 fast thrashes to the temple. But the temple becomes the middle of the forehead. Boom, boom, boom. You got that? Boom, 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 boom. He literally said that. And that song, boom, 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 boom. It's a good song. He said, well, you try that, Sonny Buster, but you know what's going to happen? My total girth, my total beam, my weight's going to just crash upon you. Boom! And then he flexed like an Atlas pose, showing off the shoulders and the neckline. I don't think so. The guy's like, motherfucker. He was really pissed off. He pulled off his Navy SEAL tank top, a really tight compression shirt, black, under a really, really, really heavy Scottish wool leather jacket. They shine like leather seats when they're expensive bucket seats, or like when you shine Armor All on fucking on new wheels to make them glisten. Yeah, man. He just dropped it off like it was a stole, like a cape around his shoulders, the leather jacket, and then just tore off his shirt. And he had no tank top. Nope. He's the leader. He's been doing this job 20, 30 years, and he's only like he's only 40 something, almost mid 40. He was like 15 when he started, and he's all chap white, like milk white, and his hair is super platinum black, and it's all oily and backwards. And this guy's gay because he looks and then he looks at the dick. The guy's like, no, motherfucker, look right here at these 2 fucking eyeballs. I'm gonna fuck you the fuck up. It's a true story. In a world named Earth. There, that's legal. I don't care. Bill Trump, you fuck yourselves, gay fucks. I know 2 lovers that changed their name legally from Bill, whatever, and Trump, whatever, and now it's just a union. It's like what is that? It's like Pitgelina, like a Jello made from pit scum, and Tomcat when he was with Katie Holmes. Yeah, they're now Bill Trump. he's Mark Echo, and all he does all day is bang some loose Trumpy bitch. I don't know. Man, this is fucked up. The guy's like, no, motherfucker, this is not like Atlas or a Roman soldier. Reading his mind. Some guys have been fighting and doing jobs like this so long they can read minds. This is me and you and Tombstone. I'm gonna fuck you the pound down with my fist. He means he's gonna flatten his face straight with a just a fist. Boom, 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 boom. And they know how to do it without leaving a mark or a bruise. How to just flatten the face. No cheekbones, no fucking no forehead, no eyebrows, no teeth, no lips, not even a nose. without a mark. I've been doing this fucking hustle gangster shit too long, man. That's why I'm in charge. This is fucking New York. This is fucking New York City. You get the fuck out of my face. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then the lawyers are all behind. They came. He pushed the button in his palm, and I'm serious. And like 8 lawyers and 3 judges came. Oh no! You've been here too much, motherfucker. You know how you are. You know who you are. This is gay as fuck. Here's $2. They dropped all nickels and pennies, nickels, 5 cents and pennies on the floor, and $2. And like a stupid motherfucker, was supposedly one of the richest men in the world. He picks up $2 in pennies and nickels. Look, man, I've told you a lot of bullshit things in my life, but if you saw the tape, you saw who that was. You read the DNA confirmation. You saw the agents smacking fists, high fiving, doing all this ooga ooga wampa shit, ooga chaka, ooga chaka. It wasn't on the news because nobody could afford it because he would have sued them. But if you saw this video, because it went viral, I think, it's a funny fucking caper. I'm not making this shit up. Now you have to remember, you have to talk like this for when you're making something realistic in videos or extra stuff for internet, or just to elaborate on stuff you've written or done. But man, doesn't it suck? We live in a world where people can call you crazy for making up cool fiction. So what happens is this guy picks it up and it takes him like 30 seconds, like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, kicking shit around, making sure it lands on its head, in cleats, in expensive, hard top, and expensive leather sole shoes. He kicks every penny, every dime. No, every penny and every nickel. There was one fucking dime. He waited till that was the last one. It was under three things, and it landed on top of. He kicked a pile of 4 coins, three nickels on top, almost like magic, and it was underneath. He knew. He kicked all of them, and they turned upside down. Heads. The nickels were heads down, tails up, and then the dime was head up. It was opposite before. So obviously he's trying to tell him, well, I'm not as pussy as you think, but why the fuck are you here lying? He said, that doesn't fucking impress me. That's why I did it. I knew you were gonna fucking do that. I don't care, bitch. I killed your mom and your dad probably, because they were niggers like you. You and that pussy ass Casey Gazy from fucking Fargo, that little puto that kidnapped his wife and held her for ransom. That's you and him, man. You're no longer Bill Trump Gates. He said you're no longer Bill Trump. sorry. You're no longer Bill Trump. You're Bill Trump Gates. These are different families. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Yeah. Now he's looking like fucking Johnny Cash. No, man, that stupid ass fucker that smokes weed, and he's supposedly Irish, but he's really Scottish. He's no longer with us. He smokes weed, and what's his name, man? He sings country and folk, man. Don't let your children grow up to be gay porn stars. Murrow H Awards, yeah. Arthur C. Murrow, like that, yeah. I guess he's sick, man. I don't give a shit, really. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Why? He's a motherfucker. They've accused him of raping all his life and even being a pedophile. I don't know his real name. I don't know if it's real or true, but that's what I've heard. You gotta say this because stupid fuckers will always accuse you of maligning, identity, or hitherto, of just spreading rumors. No, of saying things that are unfounded. But if I posted the places I've seen it in the news where they've accused him of being a pedophile and raping women, like Sir Bill Cosby, no, that's bullshit. These are just hungry bitches from Knox Lactis Ignis, and Deny, a guild on EverQuest who just want money because they're worthless bitches. All they did was pretend all their lives that they were goddesses and they were beautiful. They were to marry the richest men and kill them with poison, disease, and drugs. And they tried. Nobody ever caught them. They never got what they wanted to do, which was against the law. Murder is against the law. And now they're just salty. Like the NASCAR driver, his wife, no, his girlfriend. She's an assassin, yeah. Not KGB, NSI. Korean Central Intelligence. You can look it up, but it's called NSI. What she does, yeah, and where she works for. It's one of those places like Culver Ring. No, like the brothers of Malkutu, supposedly a firm for the CIA. Under the branch company, the company. Yeah, Mankatu, that's real. Like Toucan Sam, yeah, man. If you still love Toucan Sam, and Fruit Loops, then you know what's going on. Twix, Trix is better, no, and that was never the case. I used to love Flintstones Cocoa Puffs, and now they're the best, but they suck. They used to be the best, bar none. Now they just fucking suck. I used to kill myself on Smacks. Now I hate fucking Smacks. I used to adore. What is it? What is it? Probably my favorite. No, my favorite is Captain Crunch. But now it sucks my dick, man. But I used to kill myself on Kellogg's cornflakes, and now they're too sweet. They should be making it less sweet. Everything is less sweet and less fruitful, less complex, less full, broad. Now everything's just closer to your face. Who wants that? You want something that's deep, not something that's really really fucking narcissistic. Like the stupid ass bitch Saya. Like I said, is she CIA? Yeah, she's CIA. But what she sees is you. She sees the audience, and you're the fools dancing up there, and also just giving you the stupid face and stupid empty art. Yeah, I can put my dick up there, dress it like Pavarotti, and have it sing Afatuna, yeah, the ay 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 tú eres muy bonita, ay, 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 and make it seem really fucking artsy and democratic. Fuck yourself, man. That's just an ugly bitch who doesn't want to show you her face. Because you know what happened? She didn't get chemical scars or fake tissue inflammation and burning. What happens is I went to what is it? I went to a jury duty day or giving, and three of the cases we saw, two of them were about two men who were driving with drugs. They never cited them with drugs, and one was a taxi driver who was a pedophile. Because he remembered me when I was 3 years old, and the whole trial he'd look away, he'd look at the judge, he'd look straight, and then he'd look at my dick. That's what I heard from somebody that's called Me. His name is Me, and I remember him because when I was sitting there, and I remember there was a guy like the Night Stalker, John Wayne Gacy, and what's his name? That stupid fucker, Son of Sam. I was dressed in a brown and white striped shirt, really short shorts, denim, the dark denim like Oshkosh, and then some really cool spike knee pads, spike boots like the regular Timberlands. Those are they're like kind of Carson color, kind of khaki, and then with a little black dot on the back on the heel. But the sole is made of rubber, compound rubber. And if you lost your spikes while you were climbing as a lumberjack, you could just scoot down because they're really clingy. I don't know who or how. Somebody polished it with petrol, just straight gas. It was the gas was they were polished so heavy, not because they loved us or because they cared about us. They were so heavy like varnish with gas that they were alchemically treated, like chemical Ali. Yeah, it becomes in your foot. You grow. It's not fungus. It's called thyroid infection. The thyroid infection travels from your feet all the way to your thyroid, and it becomes a burning tissue for the rest of your life. Why do people do this? It's because Susie. See, in the story I'm writing, there's a girl named Susie. My sister's name is Susie, only because that's a nickname. This girl is really named Susie. Her name was supposedly Azucena, not like Azucena. This is legal. Why? Because I said Azucena, like a jackal, or nay, like Nanene, like Martin Lawrence's character, just a drugged out bitch that thought she was beautiful because she sucked dick all day and she smacked her lips by holding them up. Like a girl on her picture on her Facebook pretending to be Angelina Jolie because she's got no real moral backing. She's kind of slow and stupid, not that pretty, and so she thought she knew Angelina Jolie. No, she didn't. She knew a guy named Nico, and Nico was hanging around with Angelina Jolie. Her name was Amy the Liar. No, Amy the Liar. No, Amer the Liar, because she knew a crazy assassin named Amy Waltz. Like The Last Dance with You. She even did a waltz in Suddenly Susie, like Last Tango in Paris. This is about a stupid incident, and we won't talk about that right now. But you can sort of note the terrorist information, the terrorist degree, because she did a tango in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Remember, what happens when a man meets a woman is about men that have dicks and women that actually have pussies, and this was nothing like that for her. She thought she knew Angelina Jolie. She was named Amer the Liar because she knew when I knew her as Vendetta. She's not V for Vendetta. Her name is just Van with a double N, and she knew why. So what happens is so what happens is it's kind of scary, only because this person never understood that some people are crazy. If you ever meet somebody that's married and hyper adjective intel, like Brad was, or hyper renown, like superhuman spy, like Angelina was supposedly in the movie, you should be scared, man. Because in the world, a person like James Bond, I keep telling people, there are things like James Bond that are not fictitious. There are agents that are far worse. Like John Wick, John Spike. If he's real, he's one of the most notoriously indestructible, unbelievable humans ever. Like John Constantine in the real world. Jason Bourne was good, but that's only because he was better than human. He never showed proficiency or aptitude. Like the Magnificent Mr. Ripley, he was cool. He did with nothing and made the most of it. Because they never really gave him any possible outlet. Like Tom from the Glass Menagerie, everything was about him and how to destroy him. Everything was just a house of cards that was going to cave in on his head, and he was going to die. So the most horrible man you know is John Travolta. James Bond. No, the most horrible man you've ever met is the man named Norm, like John Normal. Yeah, in a comic, Super God. There's about 8 guys around the world that are born at the same time, or more or less. They flower, or they become the soul, SOL. They become themselves, and they're horrible. They're evil. They're like the second coming of false gods. The only real one was the god of neglect, need, and lust. He destroyed that. He destroyed the whole world because everybody was lying. They were making these gods out of their false thoughts. It's a pretty good book and a better movie, but they fucked it up. It was a pretty good book and a better movie, but they fucked it up. So what happened is, yeah, that's another one. I'll make it eventually. I'll make it what it is or should be. But what happens is, so John Spike is horrible. No, man. Mr. Normal is bad. No, the worst guy ever is the guy that you see in the mirror, like the man in the mirror. Michael Jackson, he was telling you, I hope you change your ways, because Michael Jackson was fucked. He was an asshole. He was doing everything wrong, and the only person he knew who was ever going to beat him was the man in the mirror. Because whether you know or not, Michael Jackson probably the best at everything ever, even better than Jordan. Yeah, Jordan once wanted, in jest and joke, he said, "Hey, Mike, like Mike." He went like like you me, with his open hand. Do you want to play a game of sport? A game of sport. We can sing, dance. We can do the wiggle, jiggle, the jaggle, the phalangle. And then Michael Jordan said, no, Michael Jackson said, how about a little basketball? And Jordan said, are you crazy, man? I'll knock you down and push you around from half court, kind of like an old school center. He did almost a perfect fadeaway hook shot to the opposite side of himself. And almost made it in. No, he made it in. It was kind of scary because Jordan's like, what the fuck? Because he had never seen anybody that small, tight, and fast do a fadeaway hook shot to the opposite side of the court, and nobody else was there. So it was a pretty scary moment. Because if you were ever alone with Michael Jackson, you should ask a lot of the people he was alone with. He was kind of intense, man. He was like Johnny Carson, where he if you saw him, you never think he was like that. I think like David Letterman. Just super hyper intense. because these people are here to do what they're gonna do, and good or bad, they're here to do it. Other people with money just they seem like they're together. No, they're just lucky because they're on the track that they got themselves there with, that they got them with. So what happens is, Jordan says you should never look a man in the face and say he's a faggot, because I know I act gay, but it's just because I'm happy. Maybe that's having to do with Pharrell's movie and video. Jordan continues, MJ, Michael Jackson. He says, this is maybe why Jacob said subterranean when he meant underground. He said, look, you're MJ, I'm MJ, I'm Michael Jackson. Maybe you're me, and I chose to be a singer and a dancer and a fruit. No, man, I'm just me. You look at me and you say, man, what's around? No, I say, what's on top? Do you believe I'm you or you're me? Who made what? Who made who? And who made where? I've got back at home in Alice in Wonderland, a gnome village, and nowhere you ever want to be. Do you believe me or do you see who I am? And that's Michael Jackson. A guy named Michael Jackson. Not the real one, I can't say, but this is something I'm writing for a book. A man named Michael Jacksone, like a passionate man. And he said, look, man, my name is Veal. If you take me to the river and the moon, I'm gonna fuck your face in. And this is nothing that you ever heard. That's because he always told the other Michael Jackson, MJ, he told him, if you look at me the wrong way, I'm gonna cut you with my fist. When somebody's that fast and strong, yeah, they can cut you with the fist. Because their hand seems a certain size, but no, man. You gauge a fist like that in caliber. Even if he just slaps you, you might lose the skin on your face because his hand is that hard and that soft, that small. Yeah, it's because some people don't understand what a legitimate martial artist or legitimate fighting master is. To dance like that, you got to be crazy, man. Have you ever seen a better dancer than Michael Jackson on film? If you know the one I'm talking about. I don't really have to do this because this is just in Vader in fiction, but it's because a lot of people dislike and they hate when they're being sued, or they have your possessions and they're taken back to Vas or Vus, to us. When somebody takes something that's mine and they pretend it's theirs, no, it's coming back to me. 'Cause I know where it is, you know. So what happens is the athletic person, MJ, he turns and says, hey, turns away and says, hey, don't you remember we're better friends from up top? Like the other guy is transmused, like enchanted, transmused, and in a kitty way saying, look, I got a really nice butt, don't you want to use that? He said, I told you I'm not fucking gay. So he jumps up about 2 feet without using his knees or his ankles, and he smacks the back of the other guy about 6 foot something with a fist so hard that the guy just rolls down. But why'd he still keep talking? Because he was an idiot. What the fuck was he gonna do? He's got no real money compared to this other guy. He's got no real style or class. The reason he was so good at basketball or football or baseball or whatever is because he danced in bed while he made gay love, something like that. And I'm sorry, that was once a friend. So what happens is, let's see, Donald Trump, yeah. I mean, a Trump, the Trump, a Trump, hump Trump. He puts on a small face and a happy face. He kicks the dime like a penny, and it hits one of the columns or pillars about 8 feet away, and it bounces back into his hand. But he wanted it to swing, to hit back at his hand, cup next to his wallet, in the right pocket. No, in the left pocket. That would have been by the keys. Kind of like me, and no, he had to move it closer to the heart. And the big Irish guy and Scottish said, "That's your fucking problem. You always fuck around with fucking around." So the guy took his bullet gun, the shotgun with like it's got 8 shells, yeah, but it's auto repeat, no pump action or nothing. It's auto repeat. They're expensive. shotgun. He took that. It's got a strap. It's got a plastic string that's invisible. So if they lose it, like keys for a doctor, or keys for a custodian. They're in a little ring, and they stretch and they retract. Yeah. He flung it. The barrel, the front piece, the part that the bladder, not buckshot, comes out of. It hit the same pillar. Didn't leave a mark like the dime did. It comes back without coming back because of the analog action, the mechanical action, and he cups it in his hand. He just swings the knife, that ring, that string is so sharp. You can use it like a knife. You can literally slice somebody's arm off if you're strong enough. And it's because it's used for defense and offense. And so what happens is it comes back in his arm just because he swung it back, and he recoiled with the action of the automatic string, and it came back right into cupped in perfectly in his hand, balanced perfectly. He said that damage right there is, I'm guarantee you, it's $8,000. And the rich guy, so quote unquote, said, "That's fine, man. Just bill me." He said, "No, you pay on the spot, or you're going to jail." He said, "No, you bill me," and boom. It's no joke, man. I think Scottish Bank is in trouble for a lot more than you think, because that wealthy man has a building somewhere around, and it's got a logo that's huge, but it's not the right scale. He wanted it bigger to match the right scale, and it would be right about the same time that he was going to start making payments on a very easy loan that I would have collected. A friend said, somebody I know very, very closely or deeply, and that's the problem. That top suite was paid for and given to, and all these motherfuckers that are around here, I don't give a shit. This is for a radio show. What's happening is that's not an easy thing, man. Because if I told you Bill Gates is the richest man in the world, no, man. Carlos Slims is. But is that the truth? No. I can tell you by a fact that the guy we were joking about, he's Irish, man. He's Irish, he's Scottish, he's Swiss, and he's Belgian too, man. Because you got two sets of parents, and then you got two parents. You got the grandparents, two sets of grandparents, and then you got the parents. So the parents were something else, So what happens is this guy, before he strikes him with an air cannon, and not a shotgun shell, he says, "Hey, do you remember my mother and yesterday? And you want this to be a good thing, and it's not." I told the guy, "This is gonna happen. You're gonna let it happen, and this is how it's gonna happen." So he didn't trust it, but he lost it. He lost a piece of his pinky. He says now he lost a piece of his left thumb because he didn't believe that this guy had an air cannon to trigger an aneurysm in his skull, just because some Samantha, not Fox, bitch, is gonna die right now. I didn't do this. You didn't do this. What happens is when an errand fucker pretending to be a woman comes in a woman's mouth, and that's really looking like a man anyways, because she's part Sasquatch, and doesn't tell the thing why it's a man and a woman, then that's fucking stupid and horrible. The whole point is in the world, there've been two stupid fuckers that were legendary stupid fuckers in the history of the world. One was named Aaron, Aaron, and he really wanted it to be Aaran, like Ran, Aaron, and Sam, Samm, 5 M's and no Y, like Sammy Sosa, yeah. So look. So what happened is this guy lost part of his thumb, but he went to shock. And then his security came. No, man. No security came. I told him no security's gonna come. You're gonna fuck up and you're gonna kill you. No, you're not gonna die. You're gonna trigger a switch and do what you always do. And that happened, yeah. He stalled time. Because people always think that stalling time is no, literally. It's your fiction, though. This is the truth. This is in the real world. He stalled time. 3 seconds, 8 seconds. Well, I told him, with what you're suffering in blood loss and shock, you should stall 80 seconds. 3 minutes, if you can. but you're not gonna because you're real stupid. Because he only got so many charges to stall time in his life. No, every 2 minutes, he only uses the 80-second 3-minute stall. There's a 2 second, there's an 8 second, an 80-second, and a 3-minute stall. But he only gets the 3-minute stall every 2 minutes. So why not use it? Because he's an asshole. So between every stall of time, he gets about 88 seconds. That's not enough time. He stalled basically with this machine. You should be unbeatable, and he didn't use it the right way. So this guy shot part of his thumb off, and I think I'm getting really weird on this. What happens is next, you've got a missing moth. That's because these guys had more than one cannon, and they planned this anyways. You think for me that the easiest way for a bank that's stupid as fuck, like a Scottish bank, and I'll tell you what's really stupid, that they hire people to replace Maximum Wealth or Magnus Wealth, and they can't do shit with it until they find the bits and pieces like detectives. And this has happened, yeah. And this happened, yeah. And what's the problem? There's no more problem. That's the answer. So what happened with the cannon? The cannon led to murder. The guy blew himself with the resounding cannon bolt from behind. Literally, when he fired it the first time, it blew the center cavity away. Not like John Starks, like a stupid fucker with no center cavity. It's still alive. That was 130 years ago. 130 years ago, it's still alive. So what the fuck was it? Who the fuck cares? It's no longer there. What's next? There's a girl with a twist in her ankle, and she's okay. She would have passed away, because nobody would have cared. Somebody was going to come up behind her. After 20 years of being gone, she came back and tried to avenge herself for nothing. Just because some bitch that's ugly and fat and stupid pretended to volunteer for 20 years as a assistant at nunneries and churches. She plotted 9/11. She knew what was going on. She knew why she looked like Johnny Depp. When I met her at Fort City, she knew why Bush was going to introduce me to her. She knew why she was going to Kazakhstan. Everything. Is that true? We'll see. Because right now that's stupid. So what happens next? Why is Steve Gates in so many pieces? Because he doesn't care. Remember all those little bastard children? No, not that Steve Jobs. Another Steve Jobs. Why so many bastard children? Because he doesn't care. Why funding them all? Because they don't care. Because like some people are born with recessive genes, these kids will be done. They'll be dead by the time they're 60, 80. No, 60, 80, 30. So they gotta get up real fast. By the time they're 30, because Steve's recessive genes, sort of retarded genes, they only live to 30. None of them have lived past 30. So they're little bastards. They're called little bastards when they can't get past a certain age. These fuckers always die at 30. The one that lived the longest is the A-Man. Why is he the A-Man? He's a retarded fuck who didn't do anything. All he did was pretend to be a van on the run. Ava ran. And that van turned out to be gay, like I said. Because it turns out the crankshaft is always made gay. So if it drops out or it stops spinning, you can stop the car and fix it. Any girl could. He could not. Faggot. And then what happened last? You're still here. I told you to go to bed. Because we're done. Ferris Bueller out, and always in morning. See ya.